As we celebrate Women's History Month, we want you to meet a powerhouse in the beauty industry. But first and foremost, she's all about family. Aris Singleton is at the top of her field.
You good with Amazon?
One of the youngest leaders in the beauty industry. She's the CEO of the Haircare line, Thank God It's Natural, or simply TGIN. And when we say young,
I am 31, but I became CEO at the age of 28.
Aris has national eyes on her, from an Oprah Daily Award to a place on Black Enterprise's 40 Under 40 list. She's among the Chicago Defender's Women of Excellence. And in 2023, a collector's edition of Jet magazine was dedicated just to her.
I would say that's one of my biggest accomplishments.
But Aris will be the first to tell you her success is not a solo act.
Very grateful for my childhood and for my upbringing. I believe that is why I am successful today.
Aris grew up on the east side of Detroit, Michigan, a little girl who always was interested in big business.
I was always in some type of business program. My mother had me in learning about stocks on the weekends. My mom was actually an educator, but she always had a business mindset.
While Aris was a teenager, her aunt, Christia Donaldson, a Harvard lawyer, created TGIN. It grew largely out of Christia's struggle as a Black woman whose hair didn't look like everyone else's in the corporate world.
In the law field back in the early 2000s, it was not acceptable to wear your hair in its natural state. It is a part of who we are, our identity. So when you tell a woman that you can't wear your hair curly, you can't wear your hair this way, you are taking her identity away from her. And it shouldn't be.
The natural hair movement was beginning, and the company was taking off. TGIN products were now in big box stores from Target to Walgreens, CBS to Ulta. And after graduating with a finance degree from Texas Southern University, Aris got a call that changed everything.
Christia said, I need you to come work for me for 6 months. I need you to come help out with operations and finance. I was only supposed to be here for 6 months, and here I am 8 years later.
Aris went to work in every aspect of TGIN.
I sat in HR, I sat in finance, operations, marketing, sales. I have done it all.
But nothing could prepare her for the tragedy that was to come.
I had just turned 28, and Christia passed not even 2 months after my 28th birthday.
Christia Donaldson died of breast cancer in 2021 at just 42 years old.
Losing Christia was devastating. I was not expecting to lose her.
Aris had lost more than an aunt. Christia was her role model in business and in life.
I always admired her drive. She never took no for an answer. Christia was very much a go-getter and really pushing the limits, testing the boundaries.
But there was little time to grieve. Suddenly, Aris was called on to become a CEO.
I had to pull it together. Payroll still had to be done. Business still had to be taken care of. Having that responsibility dropped in your lap, it changes you. But for the better, I am a better leader, a better woman because of that situation.
And to this day, TGIN continues Christia's legacy. A look at the warehouse shows a growing product line.
We have shampoos, conditioners, oils, leave-in conditioners. And our new collection, the Miracle Styling Collection, is more focused on styling.
And it's still a family affair. Aris's business-minded mother, Dr. Piper Farrell, is the chief operating officer. So what's it like to work with your CEO daughter?
Honestly, it's fun. It's fun because, you know, for 30 years, I was telling her what to do. Now she thinks that, you know, since we're in business together, she could tell me what to do, but she can't. My baby. To see this dynamic woman really take the reins of TGIN and lead it into the next generation is just phenomenal. I'm just impressed by the woman that she has become.
And mother and daughter agree that TGIN is all about helping other women become their best in every possible way.
Looking great on the outside is great, but we want to go deeper. We are looking at the woman as a whole. How can we support and uplift women as a whole, not just your hair?
We couldn't tell this story without talking about the TGIN Foundation, the company's philanthropic arm. Aris' aunt Christia created it in 2017 as she was battling breast cancer. The goal is to help women struggling with the disease by getting them the access to care they need, the transportation, and emotional support. To learn more, log on to tginfoundation.org. Talk about an impressive family, and it's always wonderful to see like the dynamics between mom and daughter right there. She thinks. I heard you chuckling at that.
That was my favorite. Now she thinks she can tell me what to do.
Right.
Not going to happen. Yeah.
Powerhouse indeed.